Today, we are reacting to Firstkiller versus Daniel. These guys made it to the grand final of the first stage of the $100,000 tournament, and they both have been playing outstanding this whole time. Firstkiller, obviously the North American king for the last couple of years, and Daniel, as you guys know, incredible player, burst onto the scene, can do anything with his mechanics, just unbelievable player. So this opens up for a great matchup. Hey guys, we're on the road to 125,000 subscribers, so please subscribe if you are new. Like and comment for the algorithm. I can't tell you guys how much it actually does help. And enjoy a great NA 1v1 matchup. Grandma have growing up. She had
the EU streak Moxie went on earlier on. You know, Firstkiller's on a pretty similar one. He lost his second round group stage match, and now he has won 5 matches.
Dude, my grandma had 5. It was the weirdest thing. They had 3 on the regular floor.
Is the player who took him to game 5
weirdest thing.
So if someone can do it.
I remember like asking her, I'm like, why do you have 5 fucking bathrooms in this house?
Nice little reverse maneuver.
We had 5 in ours back in the day. It's just so, it's too much.
And he might be at a boost.
All right, here we go, guys. Who you got? Firstkiller or Daniel? Let's lock in. Let's lock in.
Firstkiller, his loss was Beast
last
mode.
series of the day.
Yeah.
You know, Beast Mode coming into the event was, you know, I think maybe a little bit too quickly. People were saying because of Beast Mode's best of ones on land, which were very impressive.
Oh.
Nice save.
That was a great save too.
Yeah.
But people were ready to say Beast Mode was already at the top. You know, already maybe with the Daniels and Firstkillers. And I said, oh, wait a second, let's see how the full matches go.
How many viewers does this have? Holy shit. Guys, I want you to look at the impact Zen has on this game. When Zen played, they had 20K viewers. Rocket League has 7K right now without Zen.
You know, the consistency is what
that is insane.
It's so hard to produce in 1v1. Oh my goodness, Firstkiller has absolutely nailed that floor pinch off a challenge as well. He had hardly any momentum here. He didn't need it again. You know, the first goal he's producing momentum for his car without any boost. Now he's producing.
He actually like hard carries Rocket League content.
The ability to just hit
because he's that good to people.
Move quickly. They've always served him well.
Cloud, thanks again for the love, bro. I appreciate it.
Started the grand final.
Yeah,
it's also midnight at EU. Okay, that's true, but 13,000 people.
But it hasn't been the answer so far. That's a great save. And
that's true, though. That's true.
Really on target. I mean, Firstkiller is going to be back.
I didn't think about that.
They combined for a shot to completely clear it. He tried to recover to the play and make Firstkiller uncomfortable.
I'm going to take Firstkiller because he looks so good.
Is not on target. Daniel.
I'm going to take Firstkiller for the
play.
4-2 to play it safe.
Finally has to. Firstkiller has this ball.
I'm going to take 4-2 Firstkiller. I think Daniel gets a couple games.
So he just turns around for a hook shot. Nice undercut. Hits the brakes to get Daniel all messed up on defense. What a great play from Firstkiller.
I think First is playing too good right now.
Goal, and it wouldn't have been if he had drove past, but so smart to sit underneath Daniel's recovery, and there's almost nothing Daniel can do after that.
A crunching ground shot after the trip and the catch. Firstkiller on farm. I mean, we wondered if he's going to give any easy goals to Daniel earlier on. Well, the answer is no. He just dribbled the ball around the pitch twice and then scored. Daniel now with a good setup off the sidewall. He's got the flip to work with here. But that's a pretty slow pinch, and he's followed up with a shot into the post. Well, big mistake there by Daniel. In fact, a couple of mistakes. First mechanical and then strategic goal. And Firstkiller goes up 4-0.
Yeah, these first 2 minutes have been a great advertisement for.
Hey, Kib, thank you for the prime. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Kib.
Apparently is just that step above everybody, at least in the first 2 minutes. Daniel has yet to, again, even really have.
Welcome to the Kep crew, Kib. Thank you. Thanks again, Clouds. I do really appreciate the love, man. Thank you.
2 minutes. And to very little success because Firstkiller has found 4 goals. He's got another opportunity. That was maybe the first.
The VOD goes up after the stream ends, guys.
Brief possession is getting interfered with.
Daniel's been waiting an hour. Yeah.
Now to turn
definitely a little bit of a disadvantage.
To work with. So Daniel does a great job of using his to play keep away, and he turns it in for his first goal.
Hey, thanks, Cloud.
This is so important that Daniel
nice shot.
Keeps getting on the board as much as possible because, you know, if Firstkiller being the 2-time NA Salt Mine champion wasn't enough for you guys to just know that there might be something more going on here, something ominous, something inevitable about Firstkiller and this tournament. The scorelines in the previous grand finals have been 4-0. Season 1, he 4-0'd Chronic in the Salt Mine NA playoffs. Season 2, he 4-0'd Mile in the Salt Mine NA playoff. So, grand finals, that is.
No, Snorble.
Well,
I've already
step
been
on
live
Verdansk, take
5.5
it. Do something
hours.
no one else has done in Assault Mine in a final. Let's beat Firstkiller in a game. Wavy was able to do it.
I did a
in the
12-hour
semis.
stream
Other
2
players
days
have done it in
ago.
the semifinals as well.
5-hour stream
Firstkiller's
yesterday.
So confident in this tournament. He's so confident.
We'll be live about
in his own
over
ability right
6
now.
hours
Daniel
today.
chasing him into that corner. Firstkiller's undisturbed.
Plus, I got to edit a
Escapes.
YouTube video after
Here
this.
comes another attack with the flip reset. Bump following it up, but Daniel gets over it. That's a huge save as well.
Nice save.
Yeah, and I think he has the catch. He has the catch and takeaway.
Hey, Char, thank
So
you for the
there's
2-month
Daniel
sub. I really appreciate
putting the
that.
first stop to the Firstkiller free play session, which has been going on for an hour or so.
W
now,
stream,
because
what
he
about
has
you
been
and Musty?
playing against
What?
Wavy as well.
I don't have any
Daniel
plans with Musty.
Stopping it before it gets too out of hand. He has 2 minutes to make up 2, and it's less about the goals as much as it is, you know, he needs to regain the midfield. I mean, everything is Firstkiller's, and this is not going to change that. Firstkiller kick out
Char,
win,
thank you again
forces
for the
Daniel
2-month
back,
sub.
and
I really
so,
appreciate
the
it.
momentum hasn't switched. Just stopping a goal and maybe getting one counterattack isn't going to do it. He's going to have to find more.
Firstkiller's rolling
Very
today,
difficult save
man.
there for Daniel. He almost needs to pinch it off his own crossbar to get the clear. There's not enough time to recover and beat Firstkiller to the ball. 3 goals in it. Daniel trying to go for the double, but the first touch is way too high. He had to bail immediately. That's going to waste even more time. Firstkiller needs to hold on for a second here for the booster respawn.
Really, Char? Shit, man. Maybe you caught me at a bad day.
And,
Well, thanks for giving me another chance.
Daniel thought he could just leave this and fake Firstkiller out. Firstkiller just plays the ball anyway. An effortless finish by Firstkiller.
Yeah, Daniel, he was snaking underneath the ball. I think he was maybe trying to threaten a demo of some sort, but I watched it from Daniel's perspective.
Hey,
That's
what
it
up,
seemed like.
ballers?
Watching it from Firstkiller's, it looks like Daniel's just dancing around the ball, and Firstkiller takes his one touch.
First
towards
just
the net.
looks so good
Daniel,
today.
I mean, we're talking about a Daniel who just dominated in his matchup before this one, and yet Firstkiller has shown that his domination is greater. That's a good save from Daniel. A strong first touch on the wall, and I don't think
Nice
Firstkiller should be able to
play.
get back. If he did, then Daniel's in real trouble. But Daniel, great conversion on a good defensive play.
Yeah,
Really
Char,
good
there's a
tough
lot of, I don't know,
defense into a shooting
I don't know a
chance
lot of
by
people's
Daniel.
situation, but a lot of
Absolutely
people
no time
get
wasted
burnt
there.
out
If
on
he had
Rocket
taken
League
any
quick.
longer, then Firstkiller
There's only a few
would have been
people in the
back
scene
time
that
to
stream
deflect
like
that into the crossbar.
consistently every,
And Firstkiller slammed it in
you know,
reverse
that have
here.
a
It'll be Daniel
schedule, I
again
feel
with a good
like.
chance. First touch is good, but he cannot fake out Firstkiller here. He's tried a couple of times, and it is not working out at all. Firstkiller quickly air dribbles into the post, but the recovery is good for him. He sets up off the right wall now for yet another aerial play, and you know, unlike CRR in the semi-final, Firstkiller's
he probably got
real
burnt
threats
out.
for Daniel to think about, and he
Like
is able
who?
to outplay
Well, in
Daniel
NA, the most
in these
consistent people by
mechanical
far
situations.
is, you know, not to like throw myself, but like myself, Chief Beef, Tenacity's pretty consistent. Tenacity streams like 5 times a week. I stream 6 times a week. Beef's live pretty much every day.
But to do it,
You know.
and Firstkiller.
Hey, what up,
maybe should've
Chips?
been prepping for it, but he slows down there a little bit on the side wall. He's gotta
Other than
recognize
that, I don't
Daniel
think
doesn't
there's
have
any
time.
like
He's just going to be touching the ball as strong as he can.
bigger people that
Because he has
legit
no
go
other
live
choice.
every day.
The Firstkiller slows down. Daniel.
I might be
accelerates
missing a
past him,
couple,
so
though.
Now we saw Firstkiller do a delay or a fake late in order to.
But I
secure
think
his
me,
game.
Tenacity, and Beef
Looks like
are the
maybe
most consistent
a
by
wave dash
far.
kickoff that he got slammed to the ground too quickly. Daniel actually has a
Oh, he's
possession
done
and a
it
long
again.
shot. Daniel, he's within one.
This is possible,
And now he
guys.
just needs one more controlled kickoff.
Wow, what a fake by Daniel. You know, I said earlier on, he is not getting any of these fakes to work against Firstkiller, but that one worked. Quick turn while Firstkiller is looking to steal the boost. And now Daniel, with 10 seconds left, has so many options for the kickoff. He could just try and straight up win this one. And he tries to delay it instead. That works out well. He's got a free touch on the ball, 100 boost as well. Daniel fakes the shot off the wall. Firstkiller's in the area. But Daniel's going to have a chance at this. Oh,
Yeah.
well played by Firstkiller. Well, Daniel got the ball past him, but
Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing some
Gutsy
people, guys.
star
It's all good.
holds on
It's
is
so
a different
fucking
thing
tough.
Entirely. He really
It goes
is
in one ear, out the other.
showing us that he is back and at his all-time best. And really, it's up to Daniel to level up.
That's
here.
a bad
He
challenge.
can't just sit back and save shots like he did in his
Hey,
semifinal.
Chunky
He
Puff,
has to
thank
fight
you.
for the ball. He has to take it away from Firstkiller. Already, Firstkiller just easily
Chunky,
outplays
thank
him.
you
Look
so
at
much
that.
for the tier 1. I really
It's so
appreciate
simple.
it. Thank
Passing
you.
it to himself
Kib,
off the
thank you
sidewall.
again for the prime.
Daniel completely
Thank you,
outgamed.
guys.
1-0
Thanks,
FK.
Char. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, Daniel.
There's a lot of subject
speed in his opponents.
That's in
gonna be able to get away with that
a lot
long.
of subjects in high school now.
Firstkiller is quick to the ball. You can't be turning in half speed on a play like that. Firstkiller couldn't see.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you learn. Call me Papa. I'm not calling you Papa. Especially that you just requested it.
It was a big rush.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Launch this away, but with no boost.
Thanks, Pops.
Allows Firstkiller to regain possession. He's going to use that to approach the midfield. Firstkiller sees that. Strong first touch to try and counter it, but Daniel,
I mean, there's a lot of topics you learn in high school that go, dude, college was the same thing. I would study for an accounting test, pass that shit. The next day, I couldn't even tell you what was on the test.
So this time, he backs off and maybe got Firstkiller to speed up that dribble.
Yeah, Firstkiller's on Gen G now.
Because of Daniel's positioning. Nice 50, the wave dash. Is he going to be able to get a shot? He's going to do it on an air dribble. Firstkiller off the back wall. This one is just completely killed, but he couldn't get up in time to get the shot.
Firstkiller gets boost now, too.
Technically missed what looked like a bit of an open net there. It was a tough one. Now here he goes.
Ooh, good try.
Double tap, not going to happen.
But now it's in his net.
Firstkiller showing that he's got the defense as well to really force Daniel to his limit, and unfortunately for
Daniel, I just bombed my stats today.
Far there. Ceiling pinch
time to kick back. Bombed as in like did good on it or like Daniel shit the bed?
Capable of
I'm guessing you did good since you're saying it's time to kick back.
In this situation,
I hope you didn't go into it, shit the bed, and now you're like, all right, time to chill.
Heavy hit by Firstkiller. Oh,
wow.
That's a perfect shot. No more analysis needed there. That is just perfect by Firstkiller.
Yeah, won the kickoff. Into
God
where
dang.
Daniel, I mean, I guess Daniel's best chance is.
Oh, you shit the bed? Oh my gosh.
Double jump, hit the ball right at the
dude, I used to call my mom after every test I took in college. She would like ask me how I did, and I'd always be like, oh, I killed it on that one. As in like good. I was a tryhard in college though.
Perfect shot did come. This flick.
I think my GPA I finished with in college, through my first 2 years, I had like over a 3.7. And then my junior, senior year, I started not giving a fuck as much. I think after my 4 years, I finished with like a 3.4 or some shit.
I mean, I was talking earlier about Wavy. When he got his
my motivation just went down.
You need to get something out of him to get defenders scared. I mean, Daniel's the kind of guy not to worry about his offense too much.
Hey, Brady, thank you so much for the 14-month sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Brady. I hope you're having a good day, man.
Doing this to the back wall. These guys both taking strong touches. Now, another opportunity for Daniel. Big challenge from Firstkiller. Daniel flicks over the top. It's crossbar out. And Firstkiller
why'd you stop caring?
Read to clear it.
Dude, if you want the truth, because I realized at the end of the day, a degree is a degree.
The next shot as well.
I don't care to have 0.3 higher or 0.4 higher. I just, dude, it got to the point where I was calculating what grade I need to get on a test to see how much I need to study.
Equal to every single one of them.
So, dude, there would be classes I would legit just get like a, like I didn't give a fuck about.
Making Wavy look really
I know that sounds awful to say, but I would literally calculate what grade I would need on a test just to get like a decent grade and get the fuck out. Once I got older, I stopped. I just didn't care as much.
Daniel goes next. What? Triple tap reset.
He called next. There's still 2 minutes left, but he's like, all right, I'm yeah.
18 game winner.
Exclamation school.
North America's always level of control over.
Yeah, Ed, I know.
Had in this one. I mean, this is just.
You went to IUPUI. There you go.
Yeah, but a new game and a new.
Is their basketball good?
In the Octane, the space station Octane, and
Ball State really isn't the best, dude.
This car the most. So he has gone back to the comfort zone, and we'll see
with schools being able to pay people nowadays. Smaller like Division I colleges that aren't the biggest of the big are just like fucked in sports. It feels like.
This is exactly what Naipo tried against Moxie, and
Ball State shouldn't be playing Georgia. Well, they got paid a shitload.
Europe.
They probably made more that game to play Georgia than they would have any other game all year combined.
Like brought some life into the match for now.
Georgia pays you to go there so they can kick your ass.
Hopefully for
it's like an opening game. They don't give a fuck.
He's already looking a bit more bringing a suspension in this game. I like the aggression.
Georgia paid them like $3 million. I live here. Yeah, exactly.
Too bothered.
They're paying. They pay these people just to kick their ass. Like they don't give a fuck.
Dominance he's put on in the past couple of matches, but that's gonna be another goal for Daniel. Firstkiller's all in.
It's insane.
And Daniel will score from distance. Make it 2.
Yeah, I've seen players change car before, and sometimes it's not really, matched with change in playstyle, but Daniel's
up 2-0 in this game.
He tried to win the last couple games the way he won against CRR, where he's just playing so kind of slow and Hispanic and sitting back.
Yeah,
thinking,
no shit, Rush.
A playstyle that's like, I'm so much better or so much more mechanical.
Dan's looking good this game.
It out. But now, Daniel has switched back to an incredibly aggressive style, one that he knows he needs to try and control the game, and it's working so far.
Yeah, and he's had some very strong kickoff possessions that have really helped him wrestle control of this game away from Firstkiller. Now, what can Firstkiller do with this one? This is a completely uncontested kickoff possession. Decides to fake it out, and that will be an own goal.
Yeah,
Daniel
that's a goal.
has been forced to score this one in his own net.
Either I hope this is a sweep or Dan somehow forces like a game 7.
Did not react to it in time. And Firstkiller just forces the issue. If Daniel didn't do that, Firstkiller would have.
Dude, I don't even remember my professor's name. I do remember this one guy I had that was an absolute asshole.
Mixing it up, at least at the start of the game.
His name was his last name was Osweiler.
Wow.
And he was somehow related to you guys remember Brock Osweiler?
Kickoffs are the best place to do it. You see Daniel.
Y'all remember that motherfucker in football, NFL? He had like a little season for the Broncos. He was decent for a little bit.
Hard to make those ceiling challenges.
Dude, that guy was a
decided it was
fucking
going to be too hard. He tried to come back down, but just ended up flying past the play.
Dude, that guy legit. I don't know how he was related to him, but he was. And he would always flex it. Dude, he was my marketing, or was it management?
If he can't stop first,
I don't know. He was one of marketing or management teachers, professors. And this guy was literally the worst professor I've ever seen in my life. This guy,
play with here, cuts it wide.
Let me explain to you guys how fucked up this was. Whoever, he took the class average of the grade on the exam for your exam grade. So if someone shit the bed, you're all feeling it.
Once again,
I dropped that shit after one test. I couldn't even believe it. Quizzes, he did the same thing. Oh, no. He did it on quizzes, not exams. My fault. Not exams. It was only on quizzes. But there was like random quizzes every week.
Yes, he does. Perfect top corner
Most
finish.
Bullshit thing I've ever seen. So I literally, I dropped it instantly.
Yeah, Daniel, I mean.
And I ended up just taking it online in the summer.
You'd expect him to try and place
and
it.
all the answers were online.
Put it on the edges of the net.
There was like Quizlets and everything. So I didn't have to do shit.
That save out of Firstkiller and continue.
But oh my gosh, I couldn't even believe it. This guy was the worst professor I have ever had.
The ball and ends the possession, but
I also had a professor in history one time. I only dropped 2 classes my whole college, and I always dropped them after the first exam because I could tell if I would like it or not.
A couple camera checks as both these guys.
And I would just take it online.
He takes it away.
But I had this history teacher who would literally pull up one slide on a board, and there was like 500 students in this class. And literally would talk with one image of a guy like in a field for like an hour, 3 times a week, or an hour and a half, whatever it was. And then we would have a random test. Nothing but an image of this guy, and he would just talk about random shit. It was just terrible. You didn't even know what the test, like, it was just, you didn't know what was important, what wasn't. It was terrible.
It was clear.
So I dropped that class after the first test as well.
He should be able to score. Firstkiller tried his best to use a flip to bail out of that.
He would literally pull up an image and just start walking around talking.
So Daniel, he's creating a bit of separation.
Daniel's kind of shitting on First this game.
This game to go this way, even if I did know that Daniel was making a switch up of card, because Firstkiller has just been dominating, but it's a 4-goal lead.
I have a professor that requires 8 to 10 sources and an 800 like how. Dude, I had a paper that was 15 pages long.
Try and make the comeback here.
And I had so many sources. I had way more than that. I'll tell you that right now. It had to the point where we were required a certain amount of sources. Like I think it was like 15 or like 20. It was something like crazy.
At least as far as Firstkiller
is concerned, it got to the point where I was literally just looking up some bullshit, copying and pasting and putting their sentence in a quote, and then being like, yeah, this leads me to my next topic.
Pounce on them. Daniel inside the final 80 seconds.
It was just, it was just so damn dumb.
And he scores again to make it 7-2, and that will be a next CT from Firstkiller there.
Firstkiller calls
Daniel
next.
Responds.
Dan's making this a series, maybe.
It's a game of Firstkiller.
My senior year. And this professor, she gave us this huge project. And every group, there was like 5 groups of, I don't know, like 7. And everyone was so fucking lost on it that we all did it together and turned in one project without her knowing. And she tried failing the whole class, and the whole class like went to the head person and basically shit on her. And they let us get away with it. We all went to the library for like 1 week and just did everything on it. And because we were so fucking lost. And honestly, no one gave a fuck to like go to her.
Brought the game to Firstkiller as
and that's how we that's how that class, she tried failing all of us for plagiarism.
Was not just allowing Firstkiller possessions and accepting a defensive position in this matchup,
but the school year was already done, and they can't just fail everybody.
The ball the whole time from Daniel's perspective, but he's just going to roll it at him, and that's not a bad play.
Well, other than that, my 4 years, I never had a problem.
He's going to make a great clearance save here on the ground, and Daniel takes advantage.
Yeah, so definitely a misplay there by Firstkiller.
I forgot about
hit
that.
the ball straight into Daniel. Obviously, he's looking to hit it a lot harder than that and get it clear, but that was just straight at Daniel. Firstkiller knew where Daniel was, of course, so no question, a mistake by a player who's had very few mistakes today or in the playoffs.
Did you go out a lot your senior year?
Firstkiller playing for the back corner.
I would go to the bars a bit, but the second part of my senior year was when COVID hit.
I
graduated in 2020.
Decides to just
and the last part of our college,
no chance to demo Daniel there, but backed off into a safe position, takes the ball for
that
himself.
Story I just told was like my end of my first semester.
Daniel's still in
so
control.
Going into my second semester of my senior year, shit got moved all online
earlier on, especially in that
around
game,
springtime.
Attacks were landing for FK every single time.
Yeah, bro. My last part of my senior year, my last semester, it got cut like a month and a half early.
A Firstkiller.
So I didn't really go out much my senior year.
Corner. He's threatening nothing else though.
Brothers or Chug?
From the right side, attacking that left
we always went to Brothers.
There's nothing available. Daniel.
I didn't really like the Chug. I lived literally a 10-second walk from Brothers. Bro, you want to see how close I lived to the bar? Look at this shit. I'll show you a video and you'll be like, what the fuck?
Daniel's just been able to ignore that bump, even use it.
I definitely have videos on my phone.
And control the ball while flipping away from it. That's incredible. And escaping the follow-up bump as well. I mean, perfect play there by Daniel. In a very awkward position. Firstkiller trying to bump him on the follow-up here. Daniel's not going to give him any option to do that, but here comes Firstkiller.
Well, I thought I did.
Reset from close range. Gets a bump on Daniel in the follow-through. Oh, and what a setup by Firstkiller here. Just a little pinch upwards and over the incoming challenge. Flip reset is good, and Firstkiller ties the game.
Firstkiller. Daniel is trying to affect the play. I mean, we talk about powering through bumps. I think Daniel clipped on Firstkiller there right before the start of it. But that doesn't waver his air dribble at all.
Damn, where the fuck are they at?
Having to recover
Thought I
from the
did.
midfield. It's a tough place to defend those dribbles from. And Daniel might have a good opportunity on this kickoff.
What's Brothers? It's a bar.
Saving it off the post.
It's one of the bars at the school I went to.
Away from Daniel's control, at least away from his immediate control. So instead of Firstkiller being pinned back, he is now.
I don't know. I thought I had a video showing how close I was to the bar at my house.
He's done just that. Daniel gave the ball away. Firstkiller maybe gifting it right back though. So it'll be Daniel to the back wall. Firstkiller, these guys just trying to trade. Somebody.
Oh, here's a video. Here you go.
Take it to their back wall to try and get it.
So
Firstkiller might end that now.
This is me showing us at our house, and then the
bar.
bar.
To go to the ground. No.
Oh, Daniel! Not like this, not again.
And then the bar's right there.
With his one own goal per series.
It's kind of hard to see, but
consistent with it. It's the best.
Our house was literally like a 10-second walk from the bar.
No time to think about it. He just.
What were you wearing? I don't know, like some red bands.
With confidence.
He is striking at his own net. With so much power.
You ever go to Broderable? Yeah.
He's not even
I'll be going there for Halloween.
Effortless.
Hitting it in, yeah.
Effortless power. He just pinged it straight in. Nothing.
Kim says I literally lived across the street. Hey, look at, did you live at these apartments right here?
And he needs to maybe get one back after giving
my house is right there on the right.
He's got a reset touch to the back
right there.
Firstkiller has the read. He tried to flip through the boosted seat. He's not going to need it. So
is that where you live?
He's trying to set up his position for the hook shot. But man, 4-2. Firstkiller survives, and with the courtesy of Daniel,
Yeah?
he's got a
Holy
2-goal
shit,
lead.
bro. Isn't that crazy?
That's a brilliant open net.
Yeah, I lived in that
conversion.
house right
Counterattack
there.
As well by Firstkiller. Such precision with every touch and every flip to deny Daniel any chance of a recovery. Now Firstkiller's completely crushed him. Daniel actually hits the ball pretty much on the spot there. Firstkiller wasn't committed
Did bro
to the
dox
steal, so it
himself?
works in
Bro,
his
that's
favor.
where I lived in college. I'm not there anymore. That was
this has
literally 4 years ago.
Yet another amazing game by Firstkiller, and unfortunately for Daniel, he's the player making mistakes.
Okay, dude, I'm going to be honest.
And
I have
for
not been
Firstkiller
paying
in the form
attention
he's
at
in,
all. My bad.
Like we said before, you can't be doing that. You can't be giving him free goals.
Promenade? Oh,
He is
I know
so
what you're. I know what
confident.
you're talking
He
about.
is so consistent. A minute and 30 to go. It's still playable for Daniel, but Firstkiller's coming in again. Off target with the
Dude.
center ball into ground pinch combo.
For one of my senior
He's gonna be back
projects,
to save that shot from Daniel.
I'll
which
show you
was
guys after this game. My
ultimately
fault. My fault. Let me
lacking a ton
focus
of
in.
power.
I know a lot of y'all are probably getting annoyed.
Yeah, I think he was trying. I mean, he was trying to go across the net with power, something that would have had a chance at scoring. He lost a little bit of
Daniel
power and
needs a
dropped
win
it
right here, by the way.
It's Firstkiller. We've seen Firstkiller score a ton of times from this tight angle, but Daniel's going to stop it right now. This back and forth in the midfield does favor Firstkiller, who has the lead with 2 goals. Will Firstkiller try and slow this game down? He's been playing so fast as a way to just send games out of commission this late, but right now,
I mean, I think we all could have expected Firstkiller to win this
first
with how
time
good he
in a
was playing
while.
today.
And it just feels like in game 1, game 2, and now in game 4 as well. Every time Daniel
just
gets
looked
one
too
touch
good.
on the ball, Firstkiller's getting 2.
It looked.
He just
It's like
has
Moxie
better
versus
control,
Zen today. Moxie was
better
just so damn
possession in
good.
This matchup, we had one game for Daniel where he looked good in that statistic. Of course, he had the kickoffs and the
Thank you guys for all the
conversion
follows
rate
and the subs
to
today. I do really appreciate it.
force an early forfeit from Firstkiller. Apart from that, Firstkiller has thoroughly outplayed Daniel in that regard. Time is running out. Daniel
This
needs
should
to
be a
right
goal.
now.
He's got
got
no
a good position
boost.
for himself.
Yeah.
Flip reset is saved by Firstkiller though. Firstkiller just has to hold on for a couple
All right,
more seconds.
GG.
That will do it. It is going to be triple match point.
Firstkiller goes up
defending
3-1. Let me try to find it again.
Unbelievable. You know, Daniel had one bounce back game there. We went back to Firstkiller control. This
Oh
one
my God!
was down to the wire. You know, Daniel had a
Let me.
chance.
So we lived on this corner, and we were lighting off fireworks in our house one time, right next to him, with some people. Oh shit! Bro, it hit the fucking apartment. We're like, oh my god! Like cops called and everything. The cops got called. Bro, I forgot about that. Oh my god. Dude, the cops got called and everything. We're like sitting in our house looking around, going to the bars. We're like, what?
Andrew!
Oh, it's getting so loud.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, my fault. Let's go back.
Might be even peaking again. It's 3-0. Perfect.
That video used to make me laugh so hard.
Yeah, this late flip,
Oh,
to me,
man.
watching it from Firstkiller's perspective, I mean, it read
I went to a
exactly
Ball
like
State
a shot
University
from the ground.
in
So
Indiana,
often,
like
players
27,000
will get the
people.
reset, take it for that ground
Firstkiller's
shot,
already
and I
up
thought, oh, that's
3-0.
what Firstkiller's doing here. Daniel did as well, and then he flipped just so much later than you normally see to give it that surprising height.
Always
Daniel
missed it.
is going to miss his kickoff opportunity, and you know, that's
Ball
Firstkiller has
exclamation
paid off,
school.
You know, the post and the crossbar, they're both working for him. So there's no way you're going to be able
Yeah,
to
this
score
shit's
unless you
over,
get
guys.
in the net.
Dan's gonna
Yeah,
FF
that's a very
this. I can already
frustrating
tell.
challenge from Daniel
If he
as
gives
well.
up 2 more goals,
There's
he's
really
gonna
no
leave.
deception on that one at all. He ran the entire length of the pitch, while Firstkiller can see around the ball. And
Bro, I have so
the other
many
side, yeah, it
videos
doesn't
on
work,
my
it doesn't
phone
work.
that
I'm
are
just gonna go
probably
for the ball,
funny
see what
like that.
happens. Oh well, it's in my net.
We used to
4-0.
do some of the dumbest
It might
shit.
be Jover
before the
for
bars.
Daniel. Firstkiller might be about to win his third.
Dude, sometimes I'll
out of
randomly go look
3.
back at my
It's the
Snapchat
only
memories
salt
and just
mine
die
anywhere
laughing.
in history.
Here's a
And,
video of a guy jumping off a
A lot of
fucking
you guys
roof.
watching this
And
probably
everyone's
weren't
calling him a
watching
pussy
Salt
'cause he
Mine. I
won't
don't mean that in
jump.
a bad way. It was such a long time ago. I think it was 2019. Salt Mine 2 was 2020, if I remember correctly. These are tournaments that go
Like,
way
just the
back.
most
Those
dumb
first
college shit that you look back on and you're like, what the fuck?
Not that
We were
he's
trying to
quite
convince this
chicken,
guy
he
to jump
wants
off a
to come to
2-story
He's
building and we're
not
calling him a
going to.
pussy.
He's 19 now, I believe. So either 18 or 19. He's up there.
Oh
you know,
my God.
When you're looking comparing it to
So
15,
dumb.
16-year-old pros. But
Looking
does
back
he
on it
look
was just so
any
stupid.
worse mechanically? No, he looks like he's at the absolute top of his game. He's 18 too, apparently, Jack. Okay,
Yeah,
he's 18 years old.
In
so.
19 in December, I just checked.
So he's 19 at the end of the year. Yeah, 18. Basically a pensioner for Rocket League Pro level. Yeah, he's still as mechanical
Oh my
as anyone
God.
when he's playing like this.
Daniel has himself a possession. I mean, we're talking about how well Firstkiller's playing.
Dude, my buddy got like super sick one night at the bars, and he had to go home early, and I kept like Snapchatting him and saying like, come back, and I would send him like a video with a different person I was with every time, like trying to convince him that there's girls here.
A lot about the momentum.
Look at this shit.
He wants to bring it back. But he's
Sorry
not
if I
giving up.
keep
You know,
leaving
he's not
that.
forfeiting in this game, and it just has Firstkiller on 0 boost right now. This could be a good opportunity if he can half flip. He's got.
I'm like, come back. I would send him like a video every 5 minutes.
Far the nets. Firstkiller tries to react.
Oh,
and
so
Daniel,
close.
Oh my God.
Can he get back to it? He's not going to try and backwards.
I gotta stop looking at my phone. I'm
laughing.
laughing too much. I'm gonna end up just looking at this for
Daniel
hours.
hasn't lacked today. Or sorry,
Alright, let me
Firstkiller
stop.
hasn't lacked today.
All right, 4-1.
Yeah, it's so
First
close,
killer on
but
match point.
still no goal for all that effort for Daniel. Flip reset at the other end for Firstkiller. He's just got one boost to recover with, so this is going to be a bit more of a tricky one. Daniel goes for the big boost, and that gives Firstkiller a chance to turn. Demo in the back corner. Daniel doesn't see it coming. Firstkiller's got it open net, and this time he does take his time with it. Absolute genius. He's making Daniel do his bidding. Daniel's refusing. He's actually taking a run to the midfield.
Ah, hell nah! Look at Dan! He's like, fuck this! Fuck this shit! I'm out! I'm out! I'm done with this!
Daniel's just watching it from afar. And now Firstkiller scores it. Daniel's praise.
Dan is just over it. Dan's over it. He's like, I don't even want to be here.
Time Daniel does. Firstkiller wasting a ton of time and forcing Daniel to do his bidding.
Did you see Cosmic though? Did you see Cosmic do it to no avail?
I did.
He might did it to Jack.
He might not have had a Jack in his field of view when he did it there. So Cosmic, if you're watching, notice what Firstkiller did. He had Daniel in his sight the whole time. Really good tip for anyone trying to use that and annoy their opponents in Rocket League.
You guys see that little camera flick?
Pre-flip flick from
the pre-flip
Firstkiller.
flick.
It's in. That is a nice shot.
Dude.
For 6-1.
Yeah, it's everything's going his way.
Oh my
Daniel's
gosh.
giving him some,
Did you guys see that little
compliments,
camera flick to see if he was going to
but,
challenge?
You know, we'll see
And then
if
he
Daniel
fakes
tries
the
to fight
flick,
it out.
dips under, and
It's
pops it
so
with the
clear
other
that
corner.
The odds are stacked against Daniel.
Jesus,
The
man.
tilt is stacked against Daniel. Nobody wants Daniel to bring it back more than myself. I think many people know, but Firstkiller, he is just in the zone.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. He's kind of
I mean, this guy, I would love to see him go against Moxie right now. I really would. Firstkiller has just been a
He didn't have to
dog.
make changes, but you know, I do think he's been a bit stubborn in this game, especially just playing the same losing strategy. We've talked about it a lot
he
today.
looks
I feel like it's
insane right
much
now.
easier, of course, for us to see it watching the game than it is for these players in
He just
high-pressure situations.
Daniel
to
just
think about
4-0'd
it, to realize,
CRR
wait,
by the
like,
way
why am I
too.
doing this? I just lost a kickoff
Like it
goal by
wasn't
doing
like
that, and now I'm
he
doing it
didn't beat
again.
anybody.
Yeah, Daniel is.
He literally
He's got other
4-0'd
problems right now
CRR,
as well. It's
and
not
now
just-
and
it's not
CRR
Firstkiller's
has
played
been very good in ones
unbelievably
recently.
well. He's completely deserved all his success this tournament so far, and he is going to be tough to beat if this is any sign of the level he's going to have for the next 2 months.
Yeah. Will somebody be able to take a salt mine from Firstkiller? You know, it was the kind of question that a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, before this had started, the answer is maybe even probably. You know, maybe even probably. With the way Chronic was playing, Daniel, yeah. So and now it looks like we're right back where we were in 2020.
So Firstkiller 4-1s it and wins $5,000.
Is just living in it.
Yeah, he's just different when it comes to Salt Mine North America. He's completely mopped the competition on the final day.
Dude, that Papa John's is starting to rush to my fucking ass cheeks.
And yeah, that really
I can
does
feel my
put
stomach
the
heating
series
up.
in perspective. I think, like you said earlier, he's going to feel pretty good about himself because, if anything, Firstkiller's made it look just as easy against Daniel in the grand final. And there have been hardly any flaws in his game. He's been so
Bring the
controlled.
camera with you?
He's been so strategically sound. And yeah, GG's my glorious king, says Daniel. He's going to dip after the 9th goal goes in. And I think, yeah, that's about right. The king
that
is
does
back.
it.
First king, first killer on top once again.
Firstkiller runs it.
You know, he's dropped one game this time, but I think
4-0
overall,
or
that was a pretty
4-1,
good run for him.
4-1,
Well
man.
played. Deserved.
Yeah, the
Wow.
runs from both of our champions today were incredibly impressive. Firstkiller doesn't do it.
So
as
he wins
clean as Moxie
5K
did over
today.
there in
He
EU,
just made $5 grand
but
from
man,
that.
And
that's why we're glazing. That's why we're bouncing. I mean, holy. Dude. Nah, that's why we bounce, bruh. That's why we bounce.